morning, everyone. I can see a hummingbird on the feeder down there. I've got fresh nectar to put out. I think when the temperature's over 90, they basically want you to do it every day. I'm not quite good for that. Every 2 or 3 days, though, for sure. So I'll get Dawn to carry out the new one and bring me the old one and go from there. They're on it every day. It's just they don't go through a lot of nectar because I've only got a couple, best as I know. Hard to say for sure it's the same one, probably. Anyway, we had 2/10 of an inch last night, not a lot. I was glad that I did the lawn because, you know, obviously it re-wet stuff. And I'm just working through my morning. We are going to go to the gym here in a bit. Don's covering for his coworker this week. Although Lloyd did check in with him this morning, so it's all good. See all that wet on the door? That's just exactly how humid it is here. The wet bulb globe temperature is yellow here today. So elevated, trouble doing things outside, but not super dangerous. Anyway, all I was going to say is I'm going to bring out a towel and wipe off the bottom of the door and that spider web. It happens really quick here, but yeah, it's a good day to clean the outside glass with all that moisture having softened anything up. Hi, Gray. Hi. Good morning. Good morning, baby girl. Hi, come here. Hi. Yeah, it's a good girl. It's a good girl. Alright, it's time to go into the sauna. Hi guys. Yeah, right now there's just no way getting through the morning routine without getting all hot and sweaty. It's just not happening. Come on, Morris. Hi, bud. Hello. Hi. Marty decided to stay inside, but that's partly because he's already tanked up on dry chow and everything, and maybe he's actually full. Alright, here's the left turn. Don is in FSD.
And there's a car coming up behind us, but nothing bad. And there's a car coming to the... No? Alright. So she did a very...
Here comes a truck this way.
Yeah.
And another. Yeah.
And they're still clear my
And
way.
Another one.
Oh, she's
going. Well, going is fine if you're really going.
I would have probably went in that scenario.
I wouldn't have.
Well, obviously, that wasn't, let's put it, for me, that was not out of the realm of going.
Right. If I'd been waiting 5 minutes, and I have waited what felt like 5 minutes, and certainly was 3 or 4 minutes before there, then you start to get desperate at 5 p.m. to go. So Don took over because he doesn't want to go in the quote-unquote wrong entrance.
Well, she also turned on the blinker. I halfway thought she was going to do it, but I guess, because this is a long way to turn.
Yeah, she's going around the corner instead of in here. We don't know why.
Yeah, but look how far we are away from that traffic light.
Right.
I mean, that's not your typical turn. I mean, she's usually a little slower than that before she's been doing good, but that, never mind. Let's put this on. She turned the blinker on enough that it alerted me that I actually thought, oh, she's going to make our turn, and then I saw she wasn't going to make our turn, so I went on and made our turn.
Sure. I would say that the turn signaling is much better than it was when it was really late. But now it's the reverse, where there's enough room for confusion sometimes that she's got it on, but she's not really turning until the next possible turn, and that can be equally bad. So
that's right. I'm over here in the shade. I should be waiting in there. She's going to go get in the car on the driver's side and see what it does. Because right now it's on my profile.
Well, it should be on easy entry. Hopefully when I get in, it'll switch to Mary Ann, which it should, right?
As long as their phone's not dead.
Wise guy. He said as long as my phone's not dead, just in case you missed that. right, well this test should do good, but there was this other test. Don has it straight in his head that we accidentally did this weekend that also again strengthened our belief that the profile stuff is working better in robot. So it switched right away to Marianne from easy entry, which is good because I don't have easy entry set. And of course when he comes over it's not going to switch back or anything, but just to make sure. Cool me down, cool me down. It's actually on manual. I don't know why. After he gets in I'll switch it to auto, although it's pumping pretty good right now.
So the next test,
yeah,
is we both walk up, you on that side and me on this side, after I drive here, same time, and see if it figures it out. In other words, it figured it out because you walked up.
Yeah, this was the easy test.
This is the
I would
easy
say
test.
this was the no-brainer test.
That's right. Should have been able to handle this, although Jules didn't do it.
What was the funny thing we did this weekend?
You sent me. I was in the car waiting for you. You came out to the car got in the passenger seat without your phone. You said, "Oh, I forgot my phone," and I ran in and got your phone. You had my phone in your hand. I ran in, got your phone, came back and sat in the driver's seat, and it said Marianne.
It switched to you.
It switched to me.
Right. You got in the car as you. You left the phone key in the car with the passenger.
Right.
Then you went and got the other phone, and it switched to that profile when you got in on the driver's side.
Somehow it did that, and it's just we weren't videoing. We didn't think about it except for I looked at somehow it's in your profile now. So it figured out that your phone was on that side of the car.
Okay.
So Marianne's gonna show me how it's done. She's driving. It's cloudy though. That's right. That's a good point.
If it's a shade in the road issue, I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, it looks a little sunny down here by the trees. It looks like it breaks out into the sun, and it's usually right after this curve. Not very, bites up by the crosswalk.
Maybe this big tree on the left is what causes it, and then you pop out into the sunlight.
And, yeah, baby, there it is. Woo! See?
I know you all believed us, but we really weren't telling a fib, I promise.
Yeah.
And I'm going to agree with the assessment that it has something to do with,
yeah.
So you want me to go?
Yeah,
I can't tell.
he's wanting you to go.
The reason I was having trouble was the strobe light up on the truck was blinding my eyes, so I couldn't see his hand signals.
Yes, right.
Seriously, I was having trouble.
I understand. I was just waving at the guy. Telling him, smile, you're on candy camera.
Alright, well, I think our friend in Florida, his assessment is correct. It has to do with shade and sun.
Yeah.
You're coming out of the shade into the sun sign, it's faking out the sensor.
Yeah, because really, we have been around this noonish, 1 o'clock-ish time frame, because we've been going up to the gym and then coming home. It's just been in this window where it's in the middle of the day, the sun's pretty bright, so it's consistent enough the shadows could easily be tricking it.
Yeah. It took a minute to fix the side of my building. It wasn't that bad, but it was better to do it when I was 100%, rested and able to concentrate. I was in a little pain yesterday. I wanted to have appropriate patience to do it. I just finished editing yesterday's video with Gray. I guess it's around 4 now. It's very much like a sauna out here. I was going to see if I could trim this perennial just a little bit. I doubt I last out here very long, but a few minutes since I'm all chilled from being in the house, I need my scissors. There are some thunder showers nearby. Not particularly close, but nearby. So I don't know about passion flower. Does it close up in the afternoon and then reopen the next day like a morning glory? Looking like it. Looking like it. I've never had one in the yard to bloom, so I don't know the behavior of it. Yeah, it's not bad out here when the sun goes in. It can be hot pretty quick with the sun. There's Mr. Cardinal, my #1 visitor to my feeder. Well, there's multiples, but yeah. So the flower bed with the lilies in it, I got about half of, maybe 2/3 of the perennial border seeds cut back. I don't have on proper work clothes, and I didn't have on bug spray, so I stopped before I got myself bit by more ants or whatever. But I guess really just that back corner there. But I gotta come in, I gotta walk in from here to get there. So yeah, I didn't get that part. But all here in the front and down below here and up top there where it wasn't looking really good, I got most of it done. It's a storm coming, and mostly, like I said, I just didn't have on the right clothes to be in there any farther. I need bug spray and long pants. Yep, I think we're in Florida now. Another day, another afternoon rainstorm. Quite a bit of booming going on with this one too. Down the chicken wings and started the 3rd floor of the Lego building, which is going to look a lot like the 2nd floor of the Lego building, although I haven't decided what I'm going to put in the windows yet that I think would look good.